Today in this article we are going to see about the file handling in Java, why it is needed and what are the advantages of using the file handling and how it can be implemented in Java. Okay, file handling in Java is very much essential in the case of data storage and input-output to the data and for log management. It also enables the application for the retrieval of data. There are IO libraries which are available in Java for mastering the file handling. We all know that the data handling plays a major role in case of very large applications or in large forum, etc. So we will see how using Java will be handling the those stuff. So coming to the core concept of Java input output, what is the purpose of using the file handling system? So interacting the using the file handling system, we will be reading, writing, deleting or moving anything related to file, you can do it. And after that, the packages which are supporting for the Java input output services or file handling is Java IO and Java NIO. The Java NIO is being supported from Java 7 Plus series. Apart from that, Java IO is available. And then we can handle the data as a streams. Streams is nothing but a flow of data. That is bunch of data which is being, it can be an input stream or it can be an output stream or it can be a character stream. Anything is acceptable in case of file handling. And so we have seen about that what is meant by file handling and what are the libraries which are available. Now we will see how we can read the data or extract the information from the file. So for reading the data, Java provides a class called file reader or buffer reader, file input stream or scanner. So using scanner we can get the input or inputs from the users. In case of file reader and buffer reader is something which is used to read the data line by line from the files using the methods readline. And after that we can also use file reader, but compared to file reader or buffer reader and file input stream, three do the same process. Out of that, buffer reader is something has a significantly better performance boost, because we all know that buffer means it just buffer the data and it will give to the user. So it obviously significantly minimizes the data access and it just increases the speed of the reading of the file. In case of writing to the file, the Java provides several similar cases for writing the data to the files also, as such which we are being provided for reading. In case of file writing, we have file writer, print writer, file output stream and buffered writer. Here also the using the print writer, it just handles the line separately automatically, so ensures the compatibility across the different operating systems. In case of line writing, printer writer or println, it helps the writing process very comfortable with the proper separators. And in case here also, if we see the file writer, print writer, file output stream, buffer reader all do the same process. In case of performance purpose and performance boosting purpose, buffer writer plays a major role. So in case of writing the log also, we can use the writer classes to write the log files, and we can use the log files for further verifications or any data manipulation purposes. So in NIO, what are the key features which are available for mind manipulations? So NIO is available from Java 7 version. The key class is that path interfaces and the file utilities classes are central to NIO. It is a centralized system. So the core operations performs, you can move or delete or check whether the file is existing or not using the class which are available inside that particular NIO libraries. Okay. Coming to the error handling, when we use when we are using the file handling, we should take into care that we are using proper error handling purpose. Sometimes the file may be there or may not be there. Those things should be taken care to ensure the proper execution of our program. So first one is preventing the resource leakage. Unclosed string, that is we have to keep all our content with a try. So we should ensure that whatever the file we have opened, it should be closed correctly, and the syntax should be used properly, and the syntax we are using should be very simplified, and that we have to give a proper reliability of our code. So we can use finally to just intimate the user that the program has been application has executed successfully, and we are going to close all the files which have been using. We will be closing in the finally block. So what are the advanced technique which is being used in file manipulation when we are going for a large files? Memory mapped files, asynchronous input, and stream API integration. These are the few techniques which are being available for in case of executing the large amount of files, which increases the performance of our application, and also the where we are using. So normally the file manipulation will be very much useful in case of large cycle. On a conclusion, the best practice for using the Java files is we should choosely select whether which library we need, Java IO or Java NIO, and also we have to handle the exception correctly. We have to close all the resources which we have opened. That is, resource management is very much important, and the buffered reader and writer should be used wherever it can be used, so that it will increase the performance of our application. And that security wise, we need to get all the permissions for the paths and other stuff correctly. Hope in this video you would have understood what is meant by file handling, why it is very much required, and what are the best practices we have to follow while using our file handling in Java. Thank you.